my PMs didn't understand why the monthly reviews and reporting were really so important. And everyone has to, in my opinion, has to understand the why, or you're not going to get buy-in. And without buy-in, I think you get about half the effort, and sometimes you'll even get some negativity from some of the employees. With the implementation of the software and the new process, along with the coaching and support we provided them to understand the why the information was so important to the success of the entire company, not just their projects. Such things like how reporting affects indirect factors such as taxes and overbillings and cash flow and bank and bonding for the company, and how much work the company can do to afford to do. In turn, I take this information and show them how these items impacting the company also play a part in the individual projects, such as how cash flow affects our buying power to be able to bulk buy products, as well as reducing or increasing the ability to capitalize on early pay on invoices so we can get discounts. So that directly affects not only the company's overall being, but also their bottom gross margin on their project if we can take all the discounts. Going through and projecting project cost helps the PMs figure out how to identify issues early while they still have a fighting chance to correct the issues early. And it helps them tell the story of how their project costs and it also helps them to stay out of the penalty box.
Did this cultural shift happen overnight for you, Clint?
No, it took a few months of time of starting it, implementing it, utilizing it, project managers getting better at it. And it'll probably, looking at these projects is extremely difficult. There's a lot involved in these things. It's going to continue to be something that we always work on and strive to do better at.
And I didn't even have to pay you to say that. That's the most important part, is culture is ongoing. There's no start point, end point. It's not, like a construction project where it's, I have this timeline, here's when I start, here's where I end. Your organizational culture is so vital to everything that you're doing if you want to change people behavior, right? And so that's key for everybody listening is, oftentimes people will buy technology thinking it's their magic wand and it's going to fix all of their problems. Oftentimes when I encounter individuals like that, they're trying to put a Band-Aid on a broken leg. If you're buying technology because you think you're going to fix people issues, you're setting you and your team up for failure and frustration. And so what I like to remind people is really look at your culture. I wrote a blog, and I'll make sure that we include it with this recording. It was called Good Tech Can't Fix Bad Culture. And there's a whole bunch of behavioral traits within your organization you should be looking for to figure out, do you have a technology issue or do you have a cultural issue? I am passionate about this. I think, as Clint can attest to, I've hijacked many meetings talking about culture. But if anybody ever needs to brainstorm or just needs somebody to say, all right, what direction should I go in? Please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Free of charge. I just truly am so passionate about this. I want to help as many companies as I possibly can, get their culture in a place that's healthy, that helps everybody succeed. And it reduces, these penalty box meetings or these frustrations that could be easily overcome with just a little bit of forethought and planning in regards to the organizational culture.